I'm Richard Winters, and I want to give you some insight and instruction into how to properly prepare your horse and be ready to bridle them up efficiently and smoothly to make it a positive experience for your horse. The first thing you should do is step up to your horse organized. When I took this bridle off my horse, I hung it up on the hook just like it came off my horse. I picked it up off the hook just like it's going to go back on my horse. I'm not just holding a glob of leather. When we start to bridle our horse, I'll slip this halter off and put it right around my horse's neck. That way I won't lose her if she'd get scared or booger off. Now we'll take this bridle and get ready to put it on her. And here's the way I like to do it. I'm going to take this bridle and put it over the bridge of my horse's nose and pick up the top of the bridle with my right hand. Now with this over the bridge of my horse's nose, if she would get evasive or try to pull away, I can pull her back to me. Especially if you have a very tall horse and you're trying to get your arm up between your horse's ears, it might be difficult. So I like this technique right here. It helps me maintain control of my horse. Now I'm going to come in and cup this snaffle bit in my hands, find out where her teeth come together, and rather than put the bit in her mouth with my left hand, I'll simply keep it placed there and raise it up with my right hand, keeping that chin strap up and out of the way. Then take this far ear and pull it forward and slide it underneath that headstall, and then the near ear. And then we'll check our throat latch and get it adjusted. Of course, throat latches don't need to be super tight, so we'll let that loosely fit. Now here's something that sometimes people overlook. On a brow band headstall, you're on the left-hand side, you're not seeing what's going on over there, and oftentimes this right-hand side of the brow band tends to sag down. And if that's true, it'll give you an inaccurate fit of how your headstall and bit is adjusted on your horse. And so you need to make sure that this brow band is pulled up underneath your horse's ear, because it will have a tendency to sag oftentimes on this right hand side. So make sure that's pulled up there. Now let's talk about the adjustment of this snaffle bit. For there's been an idea out there for many years, and not necessarily inaccurate, that we need to pull that bit up until there's a wrinkle or smile in the corner of our horse's mouth. What I like to do is let that snaffle bit hang down a little bit lower right before the first wrinkle. Because I think when you pull that snaffle bit up and it's tight in the corner of your horse's mouth, no matter how responsive your horse tries to be or how soft they try to get, there's still pressure up in the corner of your horse's mouth that they can never get away from. And so you might experiment with adjusting your snaffle bits just a little bit lower. And yes, they will play with them a little bit at first, but you'll find that after a little while, if you have nice quiet hands, they'll learn to just hold that bit over their tongue and get real quiet with it. More and more high caliber horsemen and horsewomen that I've been around in recent years have talked about this idea of allowing these bits to hang down a little bit lower in our horse's mouth. Another thing that I really like on my snaffle bits that some people don't think are necessary is a chin strap attached to this snaffle. So why would you need a chin strap or curb strap if there's no leverage being applied? We all understand that a snaffle bit is a lateral type mechanism, but what this chin strap will do for you is if you use your bit laterally side to side, it'll keep that bit from running through your horse's mouth. And I've seen people pull sideways on that bit and the whole bit comes through the horse's mouth. A loosely fit chin strap on that snaffle will help keep that snaffle placed in its proper position all the time. Another thing you want to keep in mind is how you slip this headstall off. That'll be the last thing that your horse remembers. Make sure you slip it off politely over the near ear, over the far ear, and then allow that horse to release that bit and let it come out of their mouth. Some horses get tentative, their head comes up, that bit can get stuck on their lower jaw and it can be very uncomfortable for them and they will be worse to bridle next time. So pay close attention to how you slip that bridle off every time and make it a positive experience. These are the little things that make a big difference. I'm Richard Winters. Thanks for watching.